a few months ago, I had a concussion. And during that time period, when I was on a school day, I would get home from school and then walk around the neighborhood, and it would be like an hour, a whole hour. I'd just be walking around the neighborhood because this with a concussion, I was not allowed to run or lift weights, which are much better. And walking was just, it was easy. And but now at this point, it's like 2 months out of that, 3 months. I can't use that as an excuse. I would say, oh, I can't do something because my brain is injured, which is true. So there's there's not really an excuse, but like I can't make up any excuses now. And today, this morning, when I was on my phone, and I got a notification that said your steps have decreased in the last 6 weeks. So when I was almost done healing from the concussion, I started running every day, like at least a mile or like at least 2 or 3 miles every day. I was running. And then but then like some other things started catching up in my life, which is which like really stopped letting me do it. And then so it's been since January, and I don't really have that habit anymore. And then like this week I got this idea for and this week I started feeling like really I started feeling unhappy and really dissatisfied with myself and how I'm treating myself, because how we treat ourselves is the most important way of you are the most important person you should care about. And because if that's not going well, then trying to help someone else isn't going to go well either. And anyway, so yeah, when the that made me notice that there is almost clear correlation between when you're outside and moving and how happy you are and satisfaction with life. It's unacceptable for me to let other things come over and feel more important. I I also I also realized from this that I have a I'm running in a race in 2 weeks from now, and I need to start training for it. You can't you can't like just keep putting that off, because that is something that is going to happen when even when you don't want to do it. Like I I went to the gym today, and I was I just sat in the car for like 5 minutes after I got there because I did not want to do anything. But the most important thing was that I stepped in there and I went there, because it's so hard to do something that feels like I should be doing it, but it also feels like I've never done it before, because everything just gets easier if you did it yesterday. The more that we build on good habits, the easier something will get. That that brings me to the last point that like, or the main thing that I started with the concussion, it's like, oh, you can't do, they didn't let me do a lot of things, but I don't really think I had very much poor mental health because I was outside and I was walking every day. But now I'm able to, but now I'm like playing baseball, or I'm doing a lot of schoolwork, and that takes up time. But something like running is so important because I'm outside and I'm moving. Every that is the that is something that is essential that I'm going to try to work and build back into my life, some because it has gone away. That I don't really understand that it's like the way that I treat myself. Sometimes it feels like I don't even want to be happy, or like that there could be a reason for something to happen, but it's like you got to do with what you got, what you have. That like when you're basically disabled, you could be a happier person than when you're not, but who's really gonna care? And I just want to think about how I can, why do we always cope, and like you can't just say, it's too easy to make something up, and just like go down this road when there's more reward down the other one. It's also stupid, but we never really realize how stupid we all are because everybody else is just the same, and how the level of how much you are is just based on what you see around you. So if you see really shitty things around you, you're gonna think about shitty things. So that's why it's important for us to surround ourselves with good people, good things, good, like all that.